I have the opportunity now to talk to Mr. Ian Panther about the preservation of the Mush Farm logboats there, which has been one of the most exciting finds of this century, I
think it has, yes. It's true to say that, yes.
Just a few questions on the actual preservation process. What is the first stage that you went through when you actually, the boats were discovered there? Presumably you was called in at
That's right, yeah. The first stage is to keep them wet, stop them drying out. If they start to dry out, then without any sort of form of treatment, then the timber will just sort of collapse and disintegrate. So they must be kept wet at all times and before they come into conservation.
Okay. And then I should think that the next problem would be to actually transport the boats from where they was discovered to a safer environment.
That's right, yes.
Could you tell us what that involved?
Yeah, so to recover the vessels from the ground, it's sort of very detailed operation, sort of undertaken by the archaeologists on site to sort of carefully sort of tunnel under each vessel and sort of put supports underneath and all sorts of padding and matting to support and stop it sort of drying out. Then each case, which was sort of built out of scaffold planks and poles, was then taken out. The crane was used to lift it out of the ground and then put onto a truck provided by Hanson's and then sort of gingerly transported, driven to the temporary storage at the kiln site.
Right, and then from the kiln site, you actually built the cold units here, and they're now in there.
That's right.
And
yes.
the process from now on is to preserve them with.
That's right. Yes. At the moment, we're sort of keeping them at between 3 and 5 degrees centigrade and keeping them wet all the time. And the sort of low temperature stops any sort of biological activity from fungi growing on the wood. So we'll do that for a while whilst we sort of work out what sort of conservation treatment we're going to use, which is likely to be sort of spraying every vessel with polyethylene glycol wax. So we'll sort of install a spraying system within the sort of coal still, and then the vessels will be sprayed with wax probably for the next 2 to 3 years.
Fine, and once they're thoroughly impregnated with this wax, they're safe to actually move to other locations.
Hopefully, yeah. Once we've dried them and sort of stabilised them, then I think they'll still be a little bit weak and vulnerable, but we'll make sort of special supports for them that should mean that they can be transported. Actually, getting them out of their current sort of cradles and frames into the new ones will be quite a fraught process as well.
Just as difficult as the initial.
I think
phase,
so. Yes.
Just one more question is that after say 2 years to 3 years, they will then be able to sort of be travelled round the country.
I think so. Yeah, hopefully. Yes, so more people can see them. Yes. That's the intention. Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.